Now that Hogwarts has been out for a couple weeks, you're running around, you're gathering gear, you're trying to do all these different types of things. But one thing you really notice the most is the Merlin Trials. There are many different types of Merlin Trials, different puzzles for them, different spells you gotta use for them, from Flipendo to Depulso to Accio, even to Lumos and Confringo. I'm here to show you, whether you're a new player, an existing player, well, newer, or existing player, I'm here to show you how these work and try to help you with some of the puzzles, because there's some that took me a minute, or even other people's are like, wait, hey, I didn't even know that until you showed me. So I'm here to show you the different types and different puzzles of the Merlin Trials in case you're having a hard time. The first one I have here is, of course, gonna be the Accio one that you can do with the bigger ball. Doing the bigger ball, you can do a couple things. You can use Depulso, but for the very first one, the easy one right next to Hogwarts, it is Accio. And I want to give a quick tip, is if you do this one,
Incendio.
make sure you have it Accio'd at all times. Don't try to like send it, because it'll launch it. If I can get it. It does get stuck on the tree. Come on. Okay, so after confringoing the ball to move it a little bit to get it out from the tree, we got this. So, want to make sure you have it Accio'd at all times for this one, because once it hits this right here, it's gonna launch, and if you don't have it Accio'd, it will just go through the roof, and you will lose your ball. But once you get it down to this right here where you can see that, go ahead and let go, and it'll do the rest. But if you see one of these divots in the ground, there's a high chance that there's gonna be an Accio or a Depulso ball nearby. But once you complete it, you're golden, you're good to go. And now you're ready for your next one. Another simple one you're going to find roaming around are these ones here. These ones you don't need any extra spells for. These are just basic ones. And with these, you don't have any specific order or anything. You're just gonna left click these basic attacks. And you want to get all of them. And there you go. That one is super basic. They're pretty easy. The only thing with those is they can be hidden behind big rocks, big boulders, something of that sort. They can be hidden. So my only thing is I would be careful for that. And just keep an eye out. But they're pretty simple other than that. Next one that I want to show you guys that is kind of it's pretty easy, but it can be a little confusing onto why you may keep failing it. So these ones here, the braziers here, and they go down. And the reason that is because it's actually timed. So there will be some that are shorter, and there will be some that are taller. You want to do the shorter one last, and of course the one that's medium height, you want to do it in the middle. So I've got 3 here. There is normally 3. Looks like this one here is going to be my shortest one. This looks like it's going to be my middle one. So I want to start with this one down here. And hit that with Confringo. If they're close, you can do Incendio. But it looks like it's going to be Confringo. That gives you space and time to be able to run around. Again, with the ones with like the sphere on the pillar, again with that, they could be hidden. Like this one, you stand here, and you can see that one down here, and that one there. But this one, you kind of have to go around. So you just got to make sure you're looking around for them, and you're really trying to look for the specific one. Some of them, it doesn't matter. You just hit 1, 2, 3 good. Like the very first one when you learn about Merlin Trials, it's a 1, 2, 3. Not too bad, right? But there are shorter ones for a reason. You usually want to do them last. Next Merlin Trials kind of look a little bit like this. So they could be different shapes, different sizes, and they could be laying down. They could be standing up. They could be tilted. But this one is a jump puzzle. So you're going to have a bunch of like stones or something on them, whether it's blocks or whatever, you're gonna have a variety of different things. Usually on at least one. So you want to get those off. And this one is a jump puzzle. So it starts like that. And if you touch the ground or jump off of any type, it starts all over. So this one, you want to make sure that you are being careful. Could take you a couple times. It usually does anytime I do it. Dang it. Once you finally get there, it'll be all done, everything will go away, and Merlin Arch. So that alone took me probably about 5-6 tries to do it. The jumping ones are always going to be a little tricky because you do have to either step or super jump or just grab the edge, or, you know, it's going to be a little tricky. It may take you a couple times. Some of them are pretty easy and it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go. But with that, I hope that helps. I hope you understand that a little bit more. And I hope you're able to continue doing those. This one requires Confringo. You have to explode these ones that look like this, and some of them are hidden.
Confringo.
So you have to uncover those. So you just look at them, you take Confringo. Looks like I'm missing one right there. And then that's that. Those ones are pretty freaking simple. The first time I saw one, it took me quite a bit because I thought it had to deal with like moving them or pushing them or something of the sort. But those ones are specifically for Confringo. I hope that one helps. There are usually 4 or more around. High, low, on a hill, behind a hill, something of the sort. This next one is a little tricky for some people if you don't know what you're looking for. So these here, the blue moths won't show up until you put the mallow sweet on the Merlin spiral. So what we're gonna do here is, because moths attract to light, right? So what we're gonna do here is come over here, and they're gonna attract in. And now, right here, there's some moonstone, right? And there's a stone. So you just bring it over. You don't even have to let go of Lumos. You just drag it over and you put it on there. Now, there are usually a couple of these. There are usually 3 of the stones that you have to look for. And you just bring them in there. Where did the other one go? Right here. And usually the moths are around the stones. They don't go to specific stones, but usually the moths are around the area or nearby the stones. So it's not like there's gonna be a stone here and then way across here is the first set of moths. It'll be like here and like up here or over here, like you saw down there below. So those ones are a little bit fun. I really enjoy those ones. They're super, super simple, but it does require Lumos, and it does require you to look for those a little bit, but not really. It's actually one of the more simpler ones. But that one can be a little misleading if you don't know what you're looking for. This Merlin trial is probably one of the fewest that I see running around. This one has 4 slots for balls, and usually comes with 5. You just Accio them, bring the one over there, and it does the rest. And there's, I believe, about 3, maybe 4 platforms each one.
Lumos.
But you don't even have to be super close. Just bring the one, grab it over, and it does the rest of it. And then there's 2 there. And the third one is right here.
Confringo.
Like that. As long as this one hits the platform, it'll fill it up. I believe that is all of them. Those ones you gotta play a little bit of a hide and seek game with them, because the balls can be hidden like you saw under that rock behind some foliage there, or it can just be hidden under, underground a little bit. I've seen probably, me running around, I've seen probably 3 or 4 of these. Not a whole lot of these out of the ones that I've done. But this one's another little simple one. Definitely more of a search and find kind of one. These ones just in general on simplicity. I would say it's not super simple, but it's definitely not hard. You just have to find them, and that's the hardest part about it, is finding them. For this one, it's very similar to the ball with Accio, except I'm going to show you the Depulso version. So here, you see that ramp. If I use Raviolion, you see the little blue platform there. Now, if you go ahead and push it, it'll get going on its own. You can also do this with them if you have the spell unlocked. But if not, go ahead and Depulso it on over. If it falls, put it on in there. But that's supposed to be meant as a ramp. You Depulso it up and over and into the thing. But yes, you can also use Wingardium Leviosa on both of them if you already have it unlocked. If not, use their Depulso to your heart's will and hope that you make it in the hole correctly. Alright, so for this one, you will need a little further on spell, Flipendo. You will need to be able to have that available, and we're looking for the symbol with the arrow. There should be probably 2 or 3 of these. But for instance, we want to really focus on these, but honestly, as long as they are lined up in the correct vertical and the correct symbol, it's going to work. So for instance, this one wants this way, so we flip it and we flip it, and that one should be lined up. And there's that. And then for this one, we want this one to go that way. Go that. Come on. That way. Go 1 and 2. And then everything's all lined up. And then there's that. And the third one is way over here. So these ones are a little bit more spread out. Let's see. This one shouldn't be too hard. Oops. Come on. There we go. And you do have to let it sit for a second, and then it'll take it. If you flip it too fast, it'll just keep going. So make sure they're lined up in the correct up and down and the correct symbol, and you should be able to pass it and you get your little Merlin archway. Last but not least, this one here is a Reparo one. Make sure Reparo is equipped. And this one here, you'll see statues, and then all of a sudden they just decide to just crumble. These ones here, you just Reparo. There's usually 3, maybe 4. It depends on the area. And this thing's gonna kill me if I don't hurry up and do this quickly. I am not supposed to be in this area with this character. Nope. And then you complete the task, and then it's over. So that one is pretty simple on the simple factor there. Pretty quick, pretty easy. You just gotta know kind of where to look for them, as they could also be hidden, as most of them can. But with that, I really hope you guys enjoy this video. I really hope that you guys find this helpful. If there's one that you're stuck on that you don't quite understand, please let me know. If I missed one also, please let me know. So I really hope this helps you guys. Please like and subscribe. Share the video with your friends. If you guys have any questions, anything that you would like to see next in a video for Hogwarts Legacy, please let me know. This is a fantastic game. I'm really excited. Please comment down below. Remember that your Merlin Trials, you need to have Mallowsweet on you. It takes 1 for 1 trial. So just remember to stock up on Mallowsweet if you're going to go ahead and run these. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment down below what you would like to see next for Hogwarts Legacy, as I am really wanting to dive into this. So let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.